Good afternoon. My name is Amy Elam. I am the principal here at Verner Elementary School, and I am thrilled that I have the opportunity to share just some helpful tips for your students starting school. Some of the questions that you submitted are fantastic, and I know that all parents have these questions moving into kindergarten, so I'm going to try to answer some of those for you. When helping your child feel more comfortable coming into a new school environment, I think that it's important to visit the school, come by, show them where the school will be, show them the playground, be able to talk about their new school, share some ideas that with them about how to walk up to the school. I think that it's important for you maybe even to park in the parking lot, walk them to the front door, show them, like I said, the playground, and if you ever would like to tour Verner, please let me know and I'll be happy to open the doors for you. Also, to help prepare your child for kindergarten is so important that you just talk to them about all the fun things that school is going to be. So oftentimes this is really the first true school experience, and so we want to make sure that that is special for them, and that they are aware that they will be having a structured class and that it's all day long. And that's typically sometimes the hardest thing that we find, that our kindergartners are not always ready for a full day. But it's important that students are ready to be able to eat more independently if they're able to do so. And then if your child is potty trained, it's important that they're able to toilet independently, so that they're able to snap their buttons or pull up their pants and those type of things. And if they're not, we have aides and people in our school buildings that will be able to assist with that, and we'll be able to help them through that process without any problem should they not be able to. But those are, eating independently and toileting independently are really important skills to have when you come to kindergarten. And like I said, should that be a need, all schools are ready to accommodate that need, should that be necessary. Um, Someone will be here always to help get to class, get to the cafeteria, get to any other areas in our school. And it's important that you know that we always have adults, and then we also have a safety patrol at Verner, and a lot of other schools do as well, that are there to assist in the morning and in the afternoon for carpool. And so your student will also, once they're greeted at the front door, typically by myself here at Verner, and the student safety patrol. Also, teachers will be in the hallway helping direct your student to their classroom, and then the classroom teacher will be there because our students go directly to their classroom each morning. And then also, looking at preparing for a daily schedule is really important, that you look to see what their routine currently looks like, and then how can you increase their stamina to be able to make it through a lengthy day, and then helping them to understand that they will have, there's no nap time in kindergarten, but they do have 2 recess times, they have a PE time, they have a lunch time, and then they have some structured play activities that take place in the classroom. And so they'll have those mental breaks and that opportunity to get some of those wiggles out, as we know our kindergartners often do. But just preparing them for their stamina and being able to sit at 20 or 30-minute increments at a time to be able to complete independent tasks. And so, if your child, one of the questions on here was, how will I know how my child is doing, especially if they're nonverbal or have any other needs such as that. So what we'll do is we'll work with closely with our special education team and be able to look at how can we best serve, number one, serve the student, and then number two, be able to assess where they truly are, and looking at different modes of how we can address their needs. I think that one thing is so important is that we don't just put everything in one box and say this is how things are done. We've got to be creative and work with the child's needs and look to see how are we able to determine if that child is successful in the classroom, and be able to assess where they are and how we need to take them to that next level, because our number one goal is to make sure not only that our students are safe and loved and comfortable here at school, but that they're also learning. And so we will need to assess those needs. We all obviously have some summative tests that we give for all of our students, and we can adapt those as needed for any of our students. And should we not be able to adapt those specifics, we'll look at those specific goals for your child and we'll be able to determine if they are meeting mastery and proficient in that area. Some of the things that I think just is most important is that you understand that no matter what the need is, it's important to keep an open line of communication with the teacher and to express your needs and your wants and things that concern you and things that come up, because a lot of times we're willing to work on those things and work on those areas that you may not be as comfortable with. But if we know about them, we're able to make those accommodations that are needed, because we want to do that. We want to make sure that every child is successful. And that may look different for every child, but our goal is to make sure that they are successful and that they're proficient in their area. And so we want to make sure that we are meeting those needs. And there are many things that we may not even be aware of. And so just that open line of communication with the principal and the teacher are so important so that we can meet those needs. I think that when you think about a transition to kindergarten, it's such an anxious but exciting time for all of our students. And so we just want you to know that we will always make this transition as easy as possible for you all. We want to listen. We want to make sure that we are giving your child everything that they could possibly need. But I would ride by the school, show them the school, talk to them about our school, help them to know that. Once we find out teachers, talk to them about who their teacher will be. Reach out to that teacher. Make sure that they know that there's some needs that may need to be met that we may not even know about. And I think the most important thing for us is that we want to build a relationship and we want to provide a safe and loving environment for your child. And should you have any other questions, you are more than welcome to reach out to me directly. My email address is aelam@tusc.k12.al.us. So it's aelam@tusc.k12.al.us. Or you're welcome to call the office at Verner at 759-3667. I would love to hear from you. I would love to help answer any other questions that you may have. And I just wish you all a wonderful summer. And we look forward to all the students that will be able to join us here at Verner. Have a great week.